Yes, we are in business. I have autofocus now. This is so exciting. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Today's video is going to be my Best of Beauty 2016. And by the way, happy 2017, that is crazy. Did you guys know that I've been officially on YouTube as of November for 2 years, like posting makeup videos? I just thought that was crazy. But these are all the things that I have been consistently using in 2016. Some of them I still use now, actually most of them I still use now because I love them. But I wanted to share with you guys everything that was just like the best of 2016 that I discovered in 2016 that I used all the time, because what's better than an ultimate favorites video, let's be honest. And then I do have a few announcements at the end I want to share with you guys because I don't want to ramble on in the intro. That's one of the things I am working on for 2017, is to not ramble in the beginning of my video and leave the rambling to the end, because let's be honest, people click on the video to see what the video is all about. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media so we can be friends on there, and I will link it right up here. And then also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I guess we will start with skincare because there is so much to talk about today, you guys. I'm super pumped, but let's start with skincare. I feel like I normally do in my favorites videos, so I'm gonna stick to it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is going to be the Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer by It Cosmetics. I freaking love this stuff. This has got to be my hands down favorite moisturizer. It's so hydrating. It's great for all skin types. It has really, really good ingredients. It's anti-aging, and I am just a huge fan of it. So if you're looking for a new moisturizer that's really good and not full of just like crap, this one is a great one. I mean, you've probably seen me talk about it before in a favorites video. I also showed it in my skincare routine vlog from Vlogmas, and I just love it. This is jar number, I don't even know, and it's totally empty. And I have another one. I have like backups on deck because this stuff is so, so good. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is something, if you have been watching me for a while, you know I am absolutely obsessed with, and I really haven't talked about it in a while, but I'm still obsessed and I use it every single day. I'm not even kidding you. But it is the 100% pure Moroccan Argan Oil. I use this every single night before I go to bed. I put on a nice layer of it, and when I wake up, my skin is so hydrated and so plump, and I feel like it's changed my skin. My skin has never looked that great up until I started using this. That's why I feel like I owe so much to this little guy. And this is one that I just ordered off Amazon, and I really like this brand. This is probably my third bottle, Molivera Organics, and I'm almost out. I have a teensy tiny bit left, and I actually have another one on the way. And I like ordering it off Amazon because it's a lot cheaper. This is the same stuff as like Josie Marin. They have one at Whole Foods that I used for a while, but this stuff is a lot cheaper, and I can get a way bigger bottle of it for like 12 bucks. As long as it's pure cold press 100% argan oil, you're good to go. Derma Purifying 2-in-1 Charcoal Mask. I feel like since I wear usually a full face of makeup every day, I'm always like, you know, glam like this. I feel like my pores do tend to get very full of like just gunk. So I love to do this. It purges your pores and it's all natural. It says it's good for normal to oily skin, but as long as I use it maybe like once every 2 weeks, I'm totally fine. It doesn't dry out my skin at all. If you've tried the Glam Glow Super Mud, you will like this, except for it's a lot more affordable and it works just as good in my opinion. I have both. So this has been a go-to mask in 2016. Eczema Balm by Skinfix. And this stuff is almost 100% natural. I want to say it's like 97 or something like that. It's like so close. But it is steroid and paraben free, and it's accepted by the National Eczema Association. As you know, I do have psoriasis. It sucks, and I do have it forever, so I need to deal with it. I don't always like using this steroid cream, but that the dermatologists recommend and prescribe me. I feel like that when it's a flare-up, yes, I need to use it, but it is thinning of the skin, and in the meantime, there has to be something else that kind of controls it, in my opinion. And I feel like this does the job. It really helps calm and soothe my skin when I'm having a psoriasis issue. I mostly have it on my elbows. It sucks, but I'm hoping it doesn't spread any more than it has already. already. I feel like 2016 has been the worst year of my psoriasis, unfortunately. It's really helped out for my psoriasis and my dry skin, and I really, really like it. So on to the makeup. I want to start with highlighters because I feel like the glow got real in 2016. I want to say the first part of my year, I really, really was truly obsessed with these two mixed. I was a little late on the Champagne Pop by Becca train, but I freaking love this stuff. That is how far I am in this highlighter. I used it consistently over and over and over. This is just, it's so good. It's one of the best highlighters ever. Becca has probably one of the best formulas of highlighters in my opinion, and I just really, really love Champagne Pop. The other one that I love as well, and I've mixed over top of it just to lighten it up a little bit for me, is Pearl by Becca. Used the hell out of this one too. This one is so bomb, and the two mixed together is a match made in heaven. So another highlighter I want to talk about is a newer one. I discovered this in November, and I have literally used it so much. The Extra Dimension Skin Finishes. These are the highlighters that like Reezy uses on Instagram to get that really banging highlight, and I am wearing it right now. So I've been loving this, and this one is called Double Gleam by MAC. I think they killed it with the shade, and it goes with a lot of different skin tones, and it just really gives you that glow that, I mean, if you're highlighting, you want this glow, you know? Benefit Pore Fessional Primer, and then the Bye Bye Pores Primer. So the Bye Bye Pores does add a little bit more hydration, and I feel like the two mixed together, it is just smooth as can be, and it gives you like the best base for a foundation to lay on top of. These are not greasy. They're also not super like silicone-y like the Smashbox one. This has been my go-to pretty much all year, and it's the Bye Bye Under Eye Waterproof Full Coverage Anti-Aging Concealer by It Cosmetics. I love this concealer. It's my holy grail. It's my go-to. I used to use MAC Pro Longwear religiously, but this one has totally taken its place because it is so good. I'm wearing it right now underneath my eyes, and it's nice because it doesn't crease or settle into any fine lines. It looks super flawless under the eyes, and it covers so good, like better than ever. It's not drying or anything like that. Another concealer that I really liked this year, it's a little bit lighter of a coverage, is the Frankie Rose Concealer, and it's the Our Little Secret, and I wear the shade Fresh. This concealer is really, really nice. It gives you a nice medium coverage, I feel like, and you can build it up to a full. It's not drying. It's very hydrating. It's very smooth. It's very thin and easy to work with. I really like this under the eyes on like those super light makeup days. I think it does the job really well. For foundation, obviously I need to talk about my Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation by MAC, and I wear the shade NW15. I'm wearing it right now. This has been my ride or die foundation. I feel like I discovered it in 2015, but I've honestly worn it constantly in 2016. So obviously I had to talk about it because it's a definite favorite. Let me know what your favorite foundation is down below, because I do want to try out a new one in 2017, but as of right now and all of last year, this has been my fave. The Cover FX Custom Cover Drop, and I actually liked mixing this with the Pro Longwear Waterproof Foundation. It gave me like the best full coverage makeup. I think they said if you use 1 to 2 drops, it's like a medium coverage, and then 2 to 4, you can get a full coverage. And next up, I need to talk about a makeup sponge that I mentioned, I think in my last favorites video, but I have been obsessed with this thing, and it's the SLMissGlam Beauty Sponge. It is softer than a beauty blender, and I feel like it works just as good as a beauty blender, if not better, and I've used it so much. I actually bought another one on Black Friday because they were on sale, and I love it. I feel like I love it more than the beauty blender, but it doesn't last as long as the beauty blender, if that makes sense. But the makeup application, this gives like the best airbrush makeup application. Doesn't absorb product. It's not hard. It's really, really soft. And I'm showing you a new one because my old one is like beat up and disgusting, and I could not put that on camera. I can't expose myself like that. So I have a couple eyeliners. For a black eyeliner pencil, it has to be the Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil. It's super pigmented. You don't need to run it a million times. It doesn't drag on the waterline. It's very, very soft, but once it sets, it does not move. It doesn't transfer. It really stays put, and it's super, super black. It's everything I want in a pencil. Pencils tend to run on me. They tend to just wear away. They tend to get on my contact lenses, and this one just doesn't do it. So I absolutely love the formula of these, and I love this black eye pencil. Towards the end of 2016, I feel like I wore a lot of nude in my waterline, which was new to me because I've never really liked it before. Found the nude always like somehow meshed with some black on my eye. I don't know if it was my mascara or my upper tight line, but it always seemed to turn like a weird grayish black until I discovered this pencil. This pencil is so good, and it's by Makeup Geek, and it is the full spectrum eyeliner pencil in the shade Nude. This stuff, again, again, is very similar to the Makeup Forever formula. Very silky smooth, doesn't drag, doesn't tug. Once it sets, it doesn't move, it doesn't turn grayish, blackish, gross. It stays nude. So this one is a really, really good nude if you're looking for one for the waterline. The Costa Riche Eye Kohl by MAC Cosmetics. This one is probably my, I want to say it is my third one for 2016. It's really, really creamy, and it's this like really nice, rich, warm brown. Put it on my waterline and I smudge it out with a pencil brush so it's really like smoky and smoldering underneath the eye. It's not a pencil that you want to really stay put and like be perfectly on the waterline. It will smudge because it is a very soft eye kohl. But I do find it really stays put and it doesn't get on my contacts, and I just love the color. I haven't really found anything like this color. MAC Cosmetics in 2016 came out with these soft serve eyeshadows, and I am hoping that they make these permanent one day because they are so bomb. They're super glittery and they're super smooth. I'm wearing one on my lid right now. I'm wearing Cushy Life on my lid right now, so you get the drift. Very, very easy to work with. They're almost like a pigment, but not a pigment that has a lot of fallout. They like really grip to the eye. But this one is called Bounce Around, and I feel like you can really intensify them when they're wet, or you can use them dry. That one is Bounce Around, and that one is Cushy Life. So they give like a really nice gleam to the eye. Okay, so on to the palettes. As you know, 2016, I bought a lot of palettes. I became really obsessed with eyeshadow palettes. I don't know what triggered that because I've always been, oh, I have a color similar to that, I don't need it. But this year, like, I needed it. If I saw a palette that came out that looked bomb, I needed it. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I use this a ton. I love Too Faced eyeshadows, but I feel like they did an exceptional job on this palette. A lot of the shades were very neutral. I do have a full review on this palette, so I will link that down below if you want to check out like all the specs on it. I feel like all the colors are so wearable and so easy that it's a great everyday palette. The Meet Matrimony palette by the Balm. I fell in love with this palette at Gem Beauty San Francisco when I received it. All of the colors are perfect. The Balm makes some bomb eyeshadows. I wasn't expecting too much. I don't know why. They're creamy, they're pigmented, they're buttery, they're smooth, they're easy to blend. Like, look at that pigment. It's so good. And I am planning a very special giveaway, and one of these palettes is included in it. So stay tuned. I just want to gather up a few more things for it so it's like really good, you know what I'm saying? So this palette definitely, even though I haven't been using it long, it was a definite favorite in 2016. I'm still wearing it constantly. This palette is just everything. It is all right, sorry guys, my camera died, but I am back to share with you the rest of my fave. Anastasia Moonchild palette. Oh my god, you guys. I do want to say I'm not a fan of like all of the colors, but Pink Heart and Blue Ice, these two definitely stole my heart. I actually went to Des Moines, Iowa in October, and I forgot all of my other highlighters but this palette, and I was going to a wedding, and I still made it work. I feel like this palette is really versatile. It looks really crazy, and I know it's not for everyone, but you can definitely make it so it's not as crazy and like, whoa, that girl's wearing like a purple highlight. You can really tone it down and make it look very elegant and beautiful as well. I just think it's really, really fun, and I love this palette. I'm so happy that I got it. I think Anastasia Beverly Hills did a really, really great job with this one. Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I'm so happy that I discovered it because it works really well with setting your makeup. It makes it last all night long, and it feels really, really hydrating and great on the skin. So I want to talk about a glitter primer. This one is by NYX, so it's super affordable, and I fell in love with it. It's a great primer for laying down glitter. It sticks the glitter. It doesn't make it like chunky or dull down the sparkle. I feel like my Too Faced one, it like dulled down the sparkle, if that makes sense. This one is perfect. It keeps it looking very true. It works really well with pigments if you want pigments to stick a little bit better but still look really metallic and beautiful. So for blush, I didn't know if I wanted to mention these because these are like oldies but goodies. I feel like I don't experiment too much with my blush. Like, I like what I like, and these were definitely two that I wore a lot in 2016, and it's MAC Cosmetics New Romance and then MAC Cosmetics Well Dressed. Powder, I feel like I'm still wearing my Rimmel Stay Matte Press powder and also my MAC Cosmetics Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. Those are definitely my go-to powders, but I did discover a new one for cutting my contour, like a translucent powder. And the only thing I hate is the packaging, of course. It's the RCMA No Color powder. This stuff is like $12 for this huge thing of translucent powder, and it's a no color powder, so I haven't noticed it flash back at me in photography. Sometimes just the regular translucent powders will do that. Also doesn't dry out my skin. Freestar Cosmetics, and it is the Celebrity Skin lipstick. As you can see, I wore this a ton. It's like itty bitty and I almost need a new one, but it's this beautiful nude color. I feel like it's so versatile for a lot of different skin tones. My friend Crystal, she also bought this with me and it looks great on her too. And you could also do like a deeper lip liner if you are more of a deeper complexion. It'd be really, really pretty. So let me show you. It's got a satin finish, which is my favorite type of finish, and it's very, very pigmented, and I'm obsessed with that color. Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks. Smashbox killed the formula of these. They are so pigmented, they're so smooth, they glide right on, they don't flake off, they're not moussey, they're like the perfect consistency and the perfect color payoff. These are a few of my favorite colors, and I mean, this gray one though is so cool. Look at that. It's so pigmented. That's just one swipe. So there they are right there. And then of course Jeffree Star on the end. Pasadena by Ofra Cosmetics. It's like a perfect kind of pinky nude shade. And I really, really like the formula of this one too. That one is Pasadena. I wore this a ton. Next up, I have 3 liquid lipsticks by ColourPop. One is an ultra matte liquid lip and 2 are ultra satins. I feel like these 3 colors I wore a lot. Definitely staples, go-tos. They don't even have ColourPop written on them anymore. That's how much I wore them. First one that I wore a lot early in the year is called Clueless. Yes, it's called Clueless. Next up is, oh my god, it's Little Stitious. Best nude ever. So then there's this one. This one's Little Stitious. It's a little bit of a lighter nude. It's definitely got a lot of pink in there, and I feel like if I were a lip color, Little Stitious would be me. And then there's also Tulips. I love this one. It's kind of similar to what I'm wearing right now, but what I'm wearing right now is by Kylie. This one is Tulips by ColourPop. This color is gorgeous. So there is Tulips. And this is actually a really good liquid lipstick remover. It's called Be Gone Lip Color Remover. It's like kind of like a lip balm, and you put it on and it will literally melt off even the toughest liquid lipsticks right off your lips so easily, so you can wipe it away with a napkin. I try and keep this in my bag all the time. I have to talk about lashes because let's be honest, I wear lashes all the time. I love wearing false lashes, and I had 2 that stand out for 2016. And one of them are definitely the 43 lashes. I always talk about the Red Cherry 43s, but these are from Namies. They're like a no-name one, but they're literally the exact same. So beautiful on like all different eyes. I feel like they're not too dramatic, but they still add that glam factor to the lashes. And then also the Flutter Lashes and Intoxicating. So these ones on the other hand are super dramatic, super glam, and I love wearing these to like an event. I mean, I love wearing them any day, but they're just amazing. And they're actually kind of the more affordable line from Flutter. So they are like faux mink lashes. They're synthetic. One hair product because I am more of a makeup girl, but it still falls under the beauty category, and I've really, really liked this stuff. It's the Eva NYC Get Glossed Hair Serum. So what I do is I put it in my ends after my hair is towel dried a little bit, and I feel like the smell lingers in your hair. It adds a really nice shine, but it's not greasy. And then it also smooths down any like frizziness and stuff like that. I feel like it also strengthens your hair too and almost conditions it. I love it. If you see it at Ulta, like just smell it and you will be hooked. It smells so good. Alright guys, so that is it for my Best of Beauty 2016. I hope you enjoyed the video, and now I have a few little announcements to share with you guys. Number one is I will be at Generation Beauty LA, and that is actually next weekend, so I want to say the 21st and 22nd. So I will be there both days, and I'm super, super pumped. So if you do see me, please say hi, because I like to meet people in real life and put kind of a face to a name. So definitely say hi if you're going to be there too. And second, I did collaborate with Royal Langnickel brushes. They asked me if I would create some videos with them using the Moda brushes from their new line in Walmart, and they're so good. So I created those, so you might see those floating around the internet a little bit. So they're just like 60-second videos of me demonstrating the brushes, and some of the sets are really, really bomb. So there's like this like Artiste dupe brush set, and it's so soft, it's so good. And then what else? Oh yeah, I am filming on a new camera. It's the Canon Rebel T6i, and as you know, I always had the Canon Rebel T3i. Loved that camera, but I have been wanting to upgrade for a little bit now, and I am so obsessed. I'm using it right now. And yeah, so that's kind of what's been happening. I feel like after Vlogmas, I did take a little bit of a break, only because I've totally like, I I feel like I just like let everything else be neglected and fall behind because I was so focused on getting those Vlogmas videos out for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that series, and I do want to create more of a filming schedule in 2017. So let me know what days are best for you to watch YouTube videos, what days you would like to see them. I'm trying to do twice a week. So let me know down below and I will try and make that happen. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And thank you so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you like favorites, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!